Now in Good Morning Northwest, a former Idaho State trooper on trial accused of murdering his wife. How the prosecution and defense portray the death of Kendi Howard.
I'm tracking an especially cold couple of mornings. I'll let you know when things will warm up in your First Alert forecast.
And today is the biggest day in the primary election season. Super Tuesday. Coming up, what we can expect today and how the U.S. Supreme Court is weighing in on the presidential primary ballots. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, March 5th, and it's a chilly start. So let's get on over to Allison Martinez. She's in for Mark Peterson with your First Alert forecast.
Good morning. We do have a chilly start to our day today. Might be met with some frost on your windshield. Over in Spokane, currently 24 degrees. Our roadways are looking pretty good over here. Coeur d'Alene could be seeing a few more challenges, a little bit more of slippery spots on the road today. 9 degrees over in Coeur d'Alene. Now here are 4 things to know for your day today. Now getting started, we do have a cold morning in store for today. In the next couple of days, we have the potential for light snow in some areas, but we have sunny skies in store and a warming trend ahead. Now, one thing we are dealing with this morning is some dense fog. Here's a look at the visibility throughout our area. Spokane in particular, seeing some challenges as you head out. Colville, Bonners Ferry, Sandpoint, and Coeur d'Alene as well. Lots of areas dealing with some dense fog this morning. Now, another thing we could be seeing today is some scattered snow showers. Here's a look at 8 o'clock this morning. Nothing to note here. Shouldn't impact you as you head out at that time. Around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when things get a little bit different, though these are not going to be anywhere near as impactful as the snow showers that we saw yesterday.
Allison, thanks. Well, today the trial continues for the North Idaho man accused of killing his wife. Daniel Howard is a former Idaho State Police trooper. Kootenai County prosecutor says Howard killed Kendi Howard in 2021, saying the motive stemmed from Kendi wanting a divorce and claiming he killed her so she wouldn't get half of the $2 million in assets the couple shared. The state also claims Kendi died from asphyxiation and not from a gunshot wound to the head. They say Howard staged her death as a suicide. Howard's defense arguing there is no evidence showing he pulled the trigger.
The gun had Kendi's blood on it, on one of the grips. It had her DNA on it, and another male's DNA. Dan was excluded.
The defense also claimed Kendi was unhappy with herself and had doubts over her appearance, which led to her suicide. Former Pasco police officer Richard Aguirre has been sentenced to 25 years in prison for killing Spokane woman Ruby Doss in 1986.
Doss's daughter's attending court on Zoom, asking the judge to give Aguirre the maximum sentence of 26 years. Aguirre sat quietly in court as Doss's 4 daughters expressed the pain he's caused their family. Aguirre's attorney argued in favor of the minimum sentence of 20 years. He asked that the judge consider Aguirre's age at the time of the crime and his time served in law enforcement. Doss's daughter said justice has taken too long.
It's time for him to go to prison and experience what it's like to be a victim. Because we have to live it every day. And at this point, we refuse to be a victim to anybody.
The judge said he did not give the maximum sentence because of Aguirre's age at the time of the crime, but said the minimum sentence wasn't appropriate either. Aguirre was taken away in handcuffs. In a statement, his family said they believe Aguirre is innocent, saying the state forensic scientists did not find our brother's DNA on her nor on her 50-plus personal items found at the scene, but they did find unknown male DNA around the neck of her sweater and underneath her bloodied, partially ripped fingernail. Today is Super Tuesday, the day with the single most primaries, which can make or break for the 2024 presidential election candidates.
This morning, 15 states are holding their Republican presidential primaries, with Donald Trump inching closer to his 3rd Republican nomination. Let's get over to Sydney Charles at the Breaking Now desk with the details on the biggest day of the primary season for the 2024 election. Sydney.
Natalie, today will be a turning point in the 2024 campaign season. Millions of people are expected to head to the polls today. Former President Donald Trump is leading Nikki Haley by at least 37 points in each of the states holding primaries. And in a new interview, Trump says he's looking ahead to general election issues, including security on the southern border. Take a listen.
Where people are coming from parts unknown, countries that you've never heard of, languages that nobody in this country speaks.
At a rally in Texas last night, Haley insisting she's the only Republican who can beat President Biden. Now, voters across the political spectrum attending Haley's event unified in their stance against Trump.
When it comes down to Trump, I'm never voting for him.
I think that a lot of people here are just simply wanting something that's more moderate.
As of right now, Haley has no public events scheduled for today and is expected to watch tonight's results privately at home. The primaries come after the Supreme Court ruled that individual states cannot ban Trump from the presidential ballot. Courts in Colorado, Illinois, and Maine had ruled Trump should be banned because of his actions surrounding the January 6th Capitol attack. The states cited the 14th Amendment, which says no one who has taken an oath to support the Constitution and then engaged in insurrection can hold public office afterwards. And back to Super Tuesday, more than 1/3 of the total delegates in both the Democratic and Republican presidential primaries are up for grabs today. We'll be sure to bring you the very latest election information as it becomes available. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thanks. We've learned the man involved in a standoff with Spokane police over the weekend has died. The standoff happened at a retirement community in West Central Spokane Sunday. Officers say a woman reported the man who was trying to light the house on fire. The woman was able to escape, but the man locked himself in a bedroom while the living room burned. Fire crews put out that fire, and when investigators entered the room, they found the man dead from what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, as of now, the medical examiner's office has not released the man's name.
A man accused of crashing into a Washington State Patrol cruiser and killing a 27-year-old trooper early Saturday morning in Snohomish County admitted to drinking 2 beers and smoking marijuana that night. That is according to new charging documents. The 32-year-old appeared in court, and the judge found probable cause for vehicular homicide and vehicular assault. He's being held on a $1 million bail.
The flu vaccine Americans take is changing this fall. It will protect against 3 strains of the virus instead of 4, and the change is due to COVID-19. In 2020, the precautions that helped people avoid COVID effectively killed an entire branch of the flu's family tree, the MAGA strain. The World Health Organization recommended protection against this strain back in September. The FDA set to meet today to discuss the next steps and vote on flu vaccine recommendations for the fall. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:07.
And as you get ready to head out the door this morning, you're going to want to bundle up, especially in North Idaho.
Yeah, definitely. North Idaho in particular, seeing cold temperatures this morning. Send the kids to the bus stop fully suited up, coat, gloves, hat, the works. We'll have your full first alert forecast coming up.
It won't be long before the Easter Bunny comes hopping through your neighborhood, but you don't have to wait. Coming up when you can get your kids' pictures taken with this.
And maybe the experiment didn't work in Oregon. Just ahead, how some state lawmakers want to recriminalize certain drugs. But will the governor sign the bill? That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Keep living, we'll keep repairing. New Dove Bond Strength with Peptide Complex helps reverse the signs of 3 years of damage.
Lucky you. Ironstone Furniture and Fire has everything you need to furnish your home, including custom-made and one-of-a-kind furniture. Now on sale. Visit our family-owned furniture store today. Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day.
Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser does more than clean. It actually protects skin by keeping it hydrated, so you're always ready for the unexpected. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
Elite Tire and Suspension, your premier tire and suspension shop, can do it all. A family business that started right here in the Northwest, building their business and your trust from the ground up. Active in the community and committed to supporting schools and youth programs in the Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint area. Elite Tire and Suspension, top-notch customer service, the best warranty in town, and easy financing. Their experienced team will keep you safe on the road with correct tires, suspension, and alignment. Call, click, or stop in anytime. Elite Tire and Suspension in Coeur d'Alene and Pend Oreille.
At first, I used Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And now there's the Culinary Collection. Italian herb for pasta, smoky chipotle for fajitas. It's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
It's Coeur d'Alene Casino's Core Stars Entertainment Series. 38 specials, timeless blast of Southern rock hits. Live Thursday, April 18th. Damn straight. Don't miss Scotty McCreery, one of country music's biggest stars. Live Thursday, May 2nd. It's No Holds Barred Entertainment at King of the Cage, featuring upcoming MMA stars on Thursday, June 13th. Visit CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, Plumbing.
Your time is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A United Nations team has found clear and convincing information that hostages in Gaza faced sexual abuse.
The UN Special Envoy on Sexual Violence says there are reasonable grounds to believe it's still happening. However, the UN team has not met with any victims of sexual violence from Hamas's October 7th attack, and most of the evidence is circumstantial.
Ukrainian investigators are trying to find out more about a Russian drone used in a strike on the city of Odessa. The attack killed 12 people, including 5 children. Odessa, a strategic city in southern Ukraine on the Black Sea, is no stranger to Russian strikes. Given the damage, some speculate the drone might have been modified to cause a bigger impact.
Senate GOP Whip John Thune of South Dakota put his name in the running to be the next leader of his party. The position has been held by Mitch McConnell since 2007, but he's stepping down later this year. Thune will face at least some competition. Last week, former Whip John Corwin of Texas announced he's also running for that position. Other potential hopefuls include Senators John Barrasso, Rick Scott, and Steve Daines.
Having a small amount of drugs like fentanyl could soon be a misdemeanor crime again in Oregon. On Friday, the state's lawmakers voted to recriminalize certain substances. Voters previously chose to decriminalize those substances. The measure now on Democratic Governor Tina Kotek's desk is not clear if she supports the measure, but in late January, she joined local officials in declaring a fentanyl state of emergency. In 2020, Oregon became the first state in the country to decriminalize the possession and personal use of all drugs.
Good morning. Here is your 10-second takeaway. Today, we will have a cold morning in store. Time for a hat, maybe some gloves, and our high for the day is 40 degrees.
It definitely isn't feeling like it today, but spring is just 2 weeks away.
We promise. And that means that the Easter Bunny is coming to visit. In fact, you can already get some photos with him at River Park Square. He'll be there every day through March 30th. And there's even a special hour on the 25th when you can bring your pets in to get a photo with the Easter Bunny. However, Robin and I have both decided I think we're going to leave our pets at home.
Some people's pets can handle a big old Easter Bunny.
It would be cute, but not for us.
Yeah.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:13.
Drug overdoses have skyrocketed in Spokane. Coming up, the shocking increase the city says it can't handle alone, and what city leaders are considering to help fight the crisis.
And you're probably waking up to a frosty morning out there. If you park outside, be prepared to scrape those windshields. Your full forecast is coming up in just a few minutes. But first, a break. And we're taking a live look outside this morning on your Tuesday. We'll be right back.
4 News Now is brought to you by Pape Machinery.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For a limited time, Pape Machinery is blowing out select model year 2023 inventory at dealer cost. Pick up a brand new John Deere compact tractor for a fraction of the original price. Stop by Pape Machinery Ag and Turf today to get started.
From Chud Sr. to Dick Wendell, to Kristen and myself.
And now to our kids. Our goal is to help people drive for generations.
From roll-up windows to power everything. From stick to automatic. From gas to electric.
No one can totally predict what technology is coming our way.
But I can guarantee we will be here before and after the sale, giving you the confidence for generations to come.
That's the Wendell Way. Drive for generations.
Breathing Claritin Clear is like...
Pretty girls walk like this.
Is he confidently walking 8 long-haired dogs and living as if he doesn't have allergies? Yeah.
Fast relief of your worst allergy symptoms, like nasal congestion.
Welcome to Move Fitness.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Sign up now with no enrollment fee. Let's go.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Maybe spring weather isn't so unpredictable. Weatherproof your plans with the 4 News Now First Alert Weather Team. On air, online, and on the app. That's what we mean when we say, expect more.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world.
And so much happening.
Right here in the Northwest.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good morning, Northwest, and good morning, America.
We're right here, and we got you.
We got you, Northwest. Welcome back. It's now 6:16. Spokane County has seen a startling 2,000% increase in drug overdoses since 2019.
And after hearing this grim statistic, some city officials are now weighing whether or not to declare a public health emergency. Council President Betsy Wilkerson says right now the city does not have the resources to add more outreach or treatments. The Spokane Fire Department says on average a day it gives 2 doses of Narcan, a drug designed to revive someone who's overdosed. Now, numbers from 2016 to 2022 show Spokane exceeds the state average when it comes to overall overdose deaths.
You can see certainly that looking at synthetic opioids, primarily fentanyl, that you can see going from 2018 to 2023 an exponential increase.
Now, we have reached out to Mayor Lisa Brown's office, which says it's talking with council members about the potential of declaring that public health emergency, but there's no timeline for that decision.
Here is your live look this morning overlooking, I believe this is Cliff Drive overlooking downtown Spokane.
That fog.
It's out there, isn't it? It wasn't there when I came into work earlier this morning. You either, but the frost sure was. So now we're dealing with all of it.
Yeah, frost, fog, there's a lot, slippery areas on the road. There's a lot you're going to be dealing with this morning, so make sure you're prepared. Here's your heads up. Our high for the day is 40 degrees. Patchy fog, that's going to stick around until around 8 o'clock this morning, and then we have a mostly sunny day in store, and we're expecting some calm winds throughout the day. Now, as far as this evening, calm winds once again, an overnight low of 22 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Now, we have some cold overnight lows and mornings in store. Here's a look at the fog that we're dealing with. Colville, Deer Park, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Sandpoint, up north. These are the areas that are really going to be seeing the most significant fog this morning. Spokane in particular, really dealing with that fog right now. Here's our forecast radar. Right now, we're starting off pretty barren, just some cloud coverage with the exception of over here, Lewiston, Grangeville, seeing some scattered snow showers. Now, this is nothing compared to what we saw yesterday, much less impactful on the roadways. We're looking at amounts that are less than ½ of an inch. Here's a look at the afternoon. This is when we could be seeing a little bit more activity towards us, St. Mary's, Pullman, Moscow, Lewiston, but still, like we said, nothing quite significant enough to impact your travels today. And that will clear up as we approach the afternoon. Now, like we said, cold start to our day, 24 degrees in downtown Spokane, 22 degrees in Liberty Lake. Over in North Idaho, 14 degrees in Post Falls, 9 degrees in Hayden, and 22 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. So definitely make sure you are suited up and ready to go as you start your day. Full coat, hat, gloves, the works. Our highs for today, 40 degrees in Spokane and 36 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. temperatures in the upper 30s over in North Idaho, 37 degrees in Kellogg, and 39 degrees in Pullman. Now, here's a look at our 4-night temperature trend. The next couple of days, we're going to get pretty used to these very, very cold morning temperatures, overnight lows in the lower 20s. We'll be back on par with our average by the weekend. Now, here's your planning forecast to get a better look at that weekend. Middle of the week, clear skies. Temperatures in the upper 30s, early 40s, and then Saturday, 47 degrees. Same for Sunday. Both of these days, that's when we could be seeing the return of precipitation into our forecast. A little bit of a rain-snow mix there, but we'll have more on that coming up.
Those dry temps for the next couple, or dry conditions the next couple days look pretty nice.
Yes, and that sun is going to feel so good.
Oh, for sure.
We need it. It is now 6:20.
Conference tournament play starts this week. While both WSU and the Zags basically have bids already to the big dance, there is still one more local team that's fighting for their shot. We'll tell you more next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Law Tigers present the 19th Annual Spokane Motorcycle Show March 8th through 10th at the Spokane Fairgrounds. Seattle Cossack Stunt Show, Swap Meet, Budweiser Biker Bar, Law Tigers Great Gas giveaways, and more. The Spokane Motorcycle Show March 8th through 10th at the Spokane Fairgrounds.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
It's Coeur d'Alene Casino's Core Stars Entertainment Series. 38 specials, timeless blast of Southern rock hits. Live Thursday, April 18th. Damn straight. Don't miss Scotty McCreery, one of country music's biggest stars, live Thursday, May 2nd. It's No Holds Barred Entertainment at King of the Cage, featuring upcoming MMA stars on Thursday, June 13th. Visit CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
What's better than the perfect cut of meat for a tasty meal? That's easy. The perfect cut of meat on sale.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only, with great savings on USDA Choice Angus Beef New York Steak, $7.98 a pound. Boneless pork loin roast, $1.98 a pound. And visit your Super One Foods meat department for even more great savings in store.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only. The savings are sizzling.
Buenos dias, I'm Eddie Garcia and we're building this house.
Hey, I'm Tanya Galvez. I work at Par Lumber. And we supply Eddie with all the materials he needs.
Par, your total home building source since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Law Tigers present the 19th Annual Spokane Motorcycle Show March 8th through 10th at the Spokane Fairgrounds. Seattle Cossack Stunt Show, Swap Meet, Budweiser Biker Bar, Law Tigers Great Gas giveaways, and more. The Spokane Motorcycle Show March 8th through 10th at the Spokane Fairgrounds.
The college basketball conference tournaments are starting up this week as we inch closer and closer to Selection Sunday. And one team that will have a much easier time in their respective tournament is the Eastern Washington Eagles. They took down Sacramento State on Monday night, 72-59, to claim the Big Sky title outright and go into Boise as the #1 seed, putting them just 3 wins away from their first trip to the NCAA tournament since 1987. Well before any of these players were born, the Eagles will play the winner of Portland State and Sacramento State on Sunday afternoon.
This is a milestone. We've definitely reached a goal that we set, and it just makes me so proud just knowing that we worked so hard to get to where we are, and just to see the results, it's so cool, and not a lot of people see them, and I'm just super proud of this team.
You know, they come every single day to work, and they want to get better, they want to improve, they just love each other and play for each other. It's just a really special group, and it's not easy. You know, this conference is really tough.
And the Washington State Cougars are coming off a big weekend, which saw them sweep the Los Angeles Schools at home. And for that performance, they were rewarded with a slight bump in the latest AP poll, coming in at number 18 in the country. Cougs are going to wrap up the regular season with a matchup against rival UW on Thursday evening. A win, and they will break the program record for conference wins in a season with 15. The Gonzaga Bulldogs also jumping up in the AP poll. They're up 4 spots to number 19 in the nation. This comes after the Zags defeated St. Mary's on Saturday evening down in Moraga. They now enter the WCC tournament with a much more comfortable feeling that they're going to make it into the NCAA tournament no matter what. They will play in the conference semifinals on Monday evening. And now with less than 2 weeks to go until Selection Sunday, there is a very real chance we could see 6 teams in our region make the NCAA tournament. Eastern Washington men and women, they're both number 1 seeds headed into the Big Sky tournament. The Gonzaga men and women, they're both going to get in. The Cougar men are going to be dancing. And if the Cougar women can make some magic happen in Vegas this week, they might also sneak in. So what a time to be a sports fan in the Inland Northwest. Reporting in studio, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
You can say that again. What a time.
No kidding. It is now 6:25. How would you like free tickets to a Best of Broadway show?
Well, sometime in the next half hour here on Good Morning Northwest, we'll tell you how to enter to win tickets to My Fair Lady.
And more people throwing their hats in the ring this election season. Who's in and who says they are out? Next on Good Morning Northwest. And as we take a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it's the stunning footage you have to see to believe.
Her aim was perfect. She takes the shark under.
National Geographic capturing a 60-year-old orca attacking this great white shark. Watch again as the killer whale rams its body into the shark's ribs.
Orca use a variety of strategies to take down their prey. One strategy is to ram them. Another strategy is to whack them with a tail, and they're very powerful animals. So, and a lot of times that's enough to stun something, and then they can come in and finish them off.
Nat Geo is owned by a division of Disney, ABC's parent company, and we'll have much more of this incredible caught-on-camera footage coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Is your car scratched or damaged after the winter weather? Visit American Way Collision Center to get your vehicle summer ready. With over 60 years of experience, their employees make the quality difference. Come visit American Way Collision Center on Francis.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Hi, I'm Mike from Mechanics Pride Tire and Automotive.
We've been in business now for 34 years. We built this company on honesty, integrity, and we are here for you and your entire family.
We have 3 locations here in town, one downtown on the South Hill and one out in the valley off of Pines. Customer service is our #1 priority.
At Mechanics Pride Tire and Automotive,
our pride is your satisfaction.
Is your car scratched or damaged after the winter weather? Visit American Way Collision Center to get your vehicle summer ready. With over 60 years of experience, their employees make the quality difference. Come visit American Way Collision Center on Francis.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker, following the stories people are reading about this morning, including this one.
Yeah, overnight, the SpaceX capsule docked at the International Space Station. The capsule carried 3 astronauts and 1 cosmonaut from Cape Canaveral in Florida. The new U.S. and Russian crew will oversee the arrival of 2 rocket ships during their 6-month stay.
It's official. Jeff Bezos is once again the richest person on the planet, edging out Elon Musk. The latest figures from the Bloomberg Billionaires Index released on Monday show the Amazon founder's net worth is $200 billion. Musk has lost about $31 billion over the past year, while Bezos has gained about $23 billion. It's a lot of money.
I just can't wrap my brain around it.
No,
not at all. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. It is Tuesday, March 5th. Let's toss things over to Allison Martinez to start off our half hour here. Allison, things are frosty out there and a little chilly.
That's right. Very, very cold start to our morning, even feeling like 9 degrees over in Coeur d'Alene in this spot right now. Over in Spokane, currently 24 degrees. Look at all that fog. Hard to make out really much of anything in that picture here. And over in Coeur d'Alene, we're dealing with some slippery, slick spots this morning, so definitely keep that in mind as you start your morning commute. Here are 4 things to know for your Tuesday. Cold morning, like we said. We have the potential for some areas of light snow, sunny skies, and a warming trend ahead. Now here is a closer look at the fog this morning. Visibility very, very low in Spokane. Same for over in Coeur d'Alene. Sandpoint looking the same. Those areas in yellow and even the orange and red in Spokane are the specific areas to worry about in terms of fog this morning. So give yourself plenty of distance. Here's our forecast radar. The afternoon is when we're first really going to be seeing any signs of any snow showers here, though they're going to be very, very light. Not anything that should impact your day all that much at all.
And new from the Breaking Now desk, this morning the trial of James Crumbley gets underway. His son Ethan killed 4 of his classmates at their high school in Oxford, Michigan in 2021. A student injured in the shooting is expected to testify at trial. James is charged with involuntary manslaughter, accused of making a gun accessible and ignoring his son's pleas for help addressing his mental health. His wife Jennifer was convicted on the same charges last month, the first time in the U.S. that a parent was held criminally responsible for a school shooting carried out by their child. The mother of one of the students killed in the school shooting says she doesn't understand why Ethan's parents didn't do more to intervene.
The stuff that he was doing and saying and writing and showing and watching is not just a kid going through a hard time.
Now, during her trial, Jennifer testified that James was the one in charge of the gun Ethan used to carry out the attack. A former prosecutor says James's lawyers will need to overcome many challenges, including that testimony from Crumbley's wife. Jennifer will be sentenced next month. She faces up to 15 years in prison. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thank you. Democratic State Senator Andy Billig says he will not run for re-election. Billig represented Spokane for 14 years in the legislature, 2 in the Washington State House, the last 12 in the Senate. During his time in the Senate, Billig pushed for more money for education. He also helped secure funding for Spokane's University District Gateway Bridge, the WSU Elson S. Floyd College of Medicine, and the expansion of the Karl Maxey Center. Billig released a statement saying, "Part of being a good leader is knowing when it is time to step aside and let others lead." He says he'll continue his career as CEO of Brett Sports.
Now, shortly after Billing's announcement, State Representative Marcus Riccelli announced he's running to replace Billing in the state Senate. Riccelli has served as a state representative for the last 11 years. He says he's proud of his track record, and he's confident he can carry a strong voice for our community in the Senate. Then, former Spokane City Council President Ben Stuckert and Spokane attorney Natasha Hill both announced that they're running for Riccelli's seat in the state House. Stuckert lost the Spokane mayoral race to Nadine Woodward in 2019. Hill lost to Kathy McMorris Rogers in 2022 in the congressional race.
Medical Lake Mayor Terry Cooper is joining the long list of people hoping to replace Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rogers on Capitol Hill next year. She will run as a Republican for Washington's 5th Legislative District. She'll go up against Michael Baumgartner, Jonathan Bingle, Jacqueline Maycomber, and several other candidates.
Gas prices once again are slowly starting to creep up, with the national average now $3.35 a gallon. That's up 7 cents from last week, according to AAA. Now, here in the inland Northwest, you can expect to pay around $3.78 in Spokane County and $3.29 in Kootenai County. AAA estimates prices will likely continue to rise as people start their spring break trips. And according to the Energy Information Administration, gas demand has increased and total supply has dropped over the last few weeks.
The FAA has found multiple instances of quality control issues at Boeing following a 6-week audit. FAA investigators found non-compliance issues in multiple areas of Boeing's operation. This is in addition to a separate report released last month that found gaps in Boeing's safety culture. The FAA gave Boeing 90 days to produce a quality improvement plan to fix these issues. The audit came after the in-flight door plug blowout on an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 in January. 3 passengers on that flight are now suing Alaska Airlines and Boeing for $1 billion.
The Spokane City Council adopted the Family-Friendly Festivals Ordinance last night. It now allows for all ages beer gardens on city street events. City Council members Zach Sapone and Paul Dillon took the lead on passing that ordinance. They say it allows families to stay together at those street festivals, making events like these more family-friendly, while still aligning with local and state liquor guidelines. The Family-Friendly Festivals Ordinance now goes to Mayor Brown for her signature and would go into effect 30 days later.
Hoop Fest registration is officially now open. The largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament in the world will take over downtown Spokane June 29th and 30th, with 45 city blocks shut down for the weekend. The tournament has been bringing players in from all over the country and the world for decades. To register your team or to apply to be a volunteer, just find the link inside this story on KXLY.com.
It's almost time to get hooping again.
Yeah, get your teams together.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:36.
What will you face as you head out the door this morning, you and the kids? Allison, cold.
Cold temperatures in the lower 20s for the majority of the morning. You're definitely going to want to suit up yourself and your kids as you head out the door. We'll have more coming up in your First Alert forecast.
Plus, drinking diet soda isn't always the healthy choice. The new connection between diet soda and your heart health.
Plus, a Sesame Street favorite is weighing in on the economy. Why the Cookie Monster says he's taking a stand for the sake of, well, of course, cookies. That's coming up next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Kylie and I know there's a lot of great choices for new and pre-owned cars in North Idaho.
And we want Parker Subaru to be your first choice. Not only do we have a great selection of Subarus, we have an award-winning service center, now open 7 days a week.
Because we are committed to keeping you satisfied long after the purchase.
Visit us online at parkersubaru.com or stop by and visit us at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through April 1st at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Catton gets it anyway, makes a nice move, comes down the left side. Catton out front, backhand, shoots and score! Shot by Roulette, he scores!
Saturday, March 9th in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. It's Coca-Cola Bobblehead Giveaway and Family Feast Night. Your Spokane Chiefs play Seattle. The first 2,000 fans receive a limited edition Derek Ryan bobblehead, courtesy of Coca-Cola. Plus, we'll have discounted concession items while supplies last. Gates open at 5, puck drops at 6:05. For tickets, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
I was 34. I was a business owner. I was a single mom with a 4-year-old, and I felt a lump in the shower. I have cancer. It doesn't have me. I'm gonna get rid of it, you know, and then I'm gonna go on with my life. I was gonna do anything that it took. I did, and here I am, almost 10 years later. I had a little boy. He needs his mom.
UFCW 2000 is building a union that fights to make sure that essential workers get better wages, respect on the job, and a safe workplace.
Our union believes it's time for the employers to do the right thing and provide the kind of wages, benefits, and schedules that improve both employee services and company commitment.
It's a win-win. The company has skilled workers long-term, and it strengthens families and the community they live, shop, and work in. And isn't that what every American worker deserves?
Grow your love for the outdoors at the 62nd Annual Bighorn Show, March 14th to 17th at the Spokane County Fairgrounds, presented by Lithia Motors. There's something for everyone in the family at the Bighorn Show. Visit and shop hundreds of vendors and exhibitors. Check out the Trophy Territory Annual Exhibition. Go fishing with the kids at Les Schwab Fishing World. Enjoy live music. You will find it all at this year's Bighorn Show. This event is produced by Inland Northwest Wildlife Council. Big thanks to Brett's RV and Marine, Les Schwab, and many more. Get your tickets and more details at bighornshow.com.
Welcome back. It is now 6:39. An unlikely figure is weighing in on the economy. Cookie Monster. The message Cookie Monster posted online about what's happening to his cookies is stirring up plenty of reaction. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
This morning, the Cookie Monster has had enough.
Chocolate chip cookie important to me too.
His beef with shrinkflation is getting attention on Capitol Hill after he posted, "Me hate shrinkflation. Me cookies are getting smaller." Senator Sherrod Brown responded, "Me too, Cookie Monster. People in my state of Ohio are fed up. They should get all the cookie they pay for." Shrinkflation is when companies make the size of their products smaller without cutting prices. A report from Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey found the size of some Oreo cookies has decreased by 6% since 2019. A family size of Wheat Thins has dropped 12% in weight.
Try new Charmin Mega Roll. It's 4 times the sheets in one.
And some Charmin toilet paper rolls now have 20 fewer sheets. President Biden recently took aim at shrinkflation, calling it a ripoff.
Give me a break. The American public is tired of being played for suckers.
Last week, Senator Casey introduced a bill that would give the FTC and state attorneys general authority to crack down on shrinkflation. But many Republicans dismissed that idea.
It's a tactic that fits well with the president's previous attempts to blame price gouging for higher prices. But these arguments are political spin and not serious explanations.
Even though inflation is down considerably from 2 years ago, a report on prices released last month was worse than expected, fueling new worries on Wall Street. Rhiannon Alley.
Here is your 10-second takeaway. Now today we have a cold morning in store for you. Time for a hat, some gloves, a scarf. Our high for the day is 40 degrees.
Well, in news for your health this morning, drinking diet soda and sugary drinks could boost your risk of a dangerous heart condition. According to a new study, one medium-sized fast food diet soda a day can raise the risk of an irregular heartbeat called atrial fibrillation, or AFib, by 20%. A smaller size of added sugar beverages can raise the risk of this condition by 10%. Many describe AFib as having a flutter or a flip-flop in their chest. About 6 million Americans have this condition. It can lead to stroke, blood clots, heart failure, and increase the risk of dementia and kidney disease. So make sure you're watching out.
It is now 6:42.
Still to come this morning, 2 weeks ago, thousands of prescriptions were put on hold because of a major cyber attack. How much money was paid to those hackers? We'll tell you next on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Anything else?
Yeah, can I get some napkins?
Sure. That'll be $1.
For a napkin?
Ridiculous, right? You know what else doesn't make sense? Some people are still paying for their checking accounts. In some places, it's $12 a month. At P1FCU, we believe some things should just be free. Open your Ascend checking with tons of great benefits at p1fcu.org/free.
ABC's World News Tonight at 4 News Now, when the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day.
Cetaphil Moisturizing Lotion hydrates for a full 48 hours. Because a lot can happen in 48 hours. Dermatologist recommended Cetaphil. We do skin. You do you.
Gold Seal Plumbing is the only local company to offer the Light Ray pipelining system, which allows us to repair your pipes without digging any holes and can be done in less than a day. Our factory certified technicians use a high-speed chain cleaner that grinds away obstruction. Then our no dig system pushes the liner down the pipe, and within minutes, the liner is hardened, making a seamless and durable pipe that will last decades. To see the full video, go to goldsealplumbing.com/trenchless and call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Do you have property damage? Burke's Restoration provides full-service emergency response for residential and commercial disasters. Wind damage? Burke's can handle that. Is flooding your problem? Burke's Restoration knows just what to do. Fire or smoke damage? Call Burke's today. You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Burke's Restoration takes care of fire, smoke, wind, or water damage and more. Tell your insurance company you choose Burke's Restoration. Call or click today. 4 News Now is brought to you by the Bighorn Show, March 14th through the 17th at the fairgrounds.
Welcome back. It's now 6:45. Today marks 2 weeks since a cyber attack targeted a division of a major health insurer. It has paralyzed some hospitals, doctors' offices, and pharmacies. And now reports say the company may have paid a large ransom. ABC's Allison Cossack has more.
This morning, 2 weeks after a cyber attack hit the nation's largest health insurer, crippling its digital network, experts say it appears United Health Group may have paid the hacker group, known as Black Cat, $22 million in ransom.
The smoking gun, so to speak, was a publicly visible $22 million transaction on Bitcoin's blockchain.
United Health has not confirmed the payment reported by Reuters and Wired. The company saying it's focused on the investigation and the recovery. Since the attack, thousands of mostly smaller pharmacies have been facing major disruptions in fulfilling prescription orders and verifying insurance coverage.
They're targeting the healthcare industry because they know that patients, they are especially vulnerable. These organizations are in a position where they cannot wait too long before they have to pay a ransom.
Paying the ransom might help the company get its operations up and running, but it could also set a dangerous precedent.
It's like training a dog. You know, the dog does something and it gets a treat and just does it again.
One health analytical firm estimates the cyber attack has been costing healthcare providers more than $100 million per day. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
The value of Bitcoin hit a 2-year peak today, breaking $68,600. The cryptocurrency has gained 50% this year, and most of the rise has come in the last few weeks. Its all-time high is just a penny short of $69,000 set in November of 2021.
All right, as promised, here is your chance to win 2 tickets to My Fair Lady. Today's word is the word of the day today is Doolittle. You can just go to KXLY.com/MyFairLady and enter today's secret word there.
The show itself runs from April 2nd to the 7th at the First Interstate Center for the Arts. West Coast Entertainment and KXLY are giving away 1 pair of tickets every day this week, so tune in to Good Morning Northwest again tomorrow for another chance to win.
Should be a fun show. Well, here's a live look over Spokane this morning. Got a little bit of fog just kind of settling over our buildings here in downtown.
And it's really interesting. It is patchy, as we talked about, because parts of North Idaho are really clear and really cold.
Yeah, we've been seeing that on our sky cams this morning. Pretty clear in Idaho. The main thing they're dealing with is such cold temperatures this morning. It is very cold over there to start off our day. For Spokane, we have a high of 40 degrees today. Patchy fog until about 8 o'clock this morning, and then mostly sunny skies, and we have calm winds today as well. Those calm winds will continue into the evening, where we have an overnight low of 22 degrees, partly cloudy skies there. Now, here's a closer look at the fog. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Spokane in particular, really the area where you need to focus on just allowing yourself plenty of distance this morning as you head out the door. A little bit more up north, Bonners Ferry, Sandpoint, those areas seeing a little bit of difficulty there as well. But like we said, patches, you're really going to be in and out of it as you head out this morning. Now, here's a look at our forecast radar. Starting off the day, nothing too significant here, just some cloud coverage, fog like we talked about, cold temperatures. The afternoon is when we could start to see some snow showers, but these are going to be very light. They're not going to last for very long, and they're not going to impact the roadways anywhere near what we saw yesterday. So, and as we approach the later afternoon into the evening, we'll dry up for the most part here and continue to be dry into tomorrow. We have a little bit of a break here. Here's a look at our current temperatures. 24 degrees in downtown Spokane, 22 degrees in Liberty Lake, and colder over in North Idaho, 12 degrees in Hayden, 16 degrees in Post Falls, and 22 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. Now for our daytime highs, we're going to be in the upper 30s in North Idaho, 40 degrees in Spokane, and 42 degrees over in Ritzville. Now here's our 4-night temperature trend. You can see the trend of just how cold we are for the next couple of days. Low 20s. You're going to want to make sure you're settled or dressed for that as you head out, and then we'll reach temperatures in the 30s by the weekend. Here's your planning forecast. Beautiful, clear, sunny skies to look forward to the next couple of days, and temperatures in the 40s for the weekend. And we'll have more coming up in a bit.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Spokane Motorcycle Show and Sale, March 8th through the 10th.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday!
Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $12.99, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Emergency Crystals pop and fizz when you throw them back. And who doesn't love a good throwback? Emergency Crystals.
Welcome to Move Fitness.
Let's go.
I really got the feeling today that everything is going my way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Sign up now with no enrollment fee. Move Fitness.
Let's go.
Shake up your shower with a flavor for every feeling. This Dove freshens you up. This Dove winds you down. This Dove leaves you glowing. And this Dove keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a Dove for everybody.
What if you could go from this to this with just one step? TRESemmé Silk Serum. Time for the ultimate humidity test. Weightlessly smooth hair. Your turn. New TRESemmé Keratin Smooth Collection.
There's some things that work better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya helps you choose the right amounts without over or under investing, so you can feel confident in your financial choices.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
It's Coeur d'Alene Casino's Core Stars Entertainment Series. 38 specials, timeless blast of Southern rock hits. Live Thursday, April 18th.
Damn straight.
Don't miss Scotty McCreery, one of country music's biggest stars, live Thursday, May 2nd. It's No Holds Barred Entertainment at King of the Cage, featuring upcoming MMA stars on Thursday, June 13th. Visit CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time triple pet pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Giant, classic, and mini cup pepperoni? Now that is an expression.
Order the triple pep today.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is now 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday with the Morning Sprint.
It is Super Tuesday, and Sydney Charles has details on the biggest day of the primary season for the 2024 election.
But first, let's get to Allison Martinez in for Mark, talking about some patchy fog and some cold temps.
This morning, as you start your day, we have cold temperatures, particularly over in North Idaho. Another thing we're dealing with is dense, patchy fog, particularly in Spokane. Really low visibility here. Same for Sandpoint, Coeur d'Alene, seeing some areas of very, very thick fog. So allow yourself plenty of distance and extra time as you head out this morning.
Today, the trial continues for the North Idaho man accused of killing his wife. Daniel Howard is a former Idaho State Police trooper. Kootenai County prosecutors said Howard killed Kendi Howard in 2021, saying the motive stemmed from Kendi wanting a divorce and claiming he killed her so she wouldn't get half of the $2 million in assets the couple shared. The state also claims Kendi died from asphyxiation, not from a gunshot wound to the head. They say Howard staged her death as a suicide. You can read more about arguments from the defense and prosecution under this story on KXLY.com.
Former Pasco police officer Richard Aguirre has been sentenced to 25 years in prison for killing Spokane woman Ruby Doss in 1986. Doss's daughters attended court via Zoom, asking the judge to give Aguirre the maximum sentence of 26 years. Aguirre sat quietly in court as Doss's 4 daughters expressed the pain he's caused their family. Aguirre's attorney argued in favor of the minimum sentence of 20 years. He asked that the judge consider Aguirre's age at the time of the crime and his time served in law enforcement. The judge said he did not give the maximum sentence because of Aguirre's age at the time of the crime. Aguirre was taken away in handcuffs.
We've learned the man involved in a standoff with Spokane police over the weekend died. The standoff happened at a retirement community in west central Spokane on Sunday. Officers say a woman reported the man was trying to light the house on fire. The woman was able to escape, but the man locked himself in a bedroom while the living room burned. Fire crews put out that fire, and when investigators entered that room, they found the man dead from what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. As of now, the medical examiner's office has not released the man's name.
Today will be a turning point in the 2024 campaign season. It's Super Tuesday and millions of people are expected to head to the polls. This morning, 15 states are holding their Republican presidential primaries, with Donald Trump inching closer to his 3rd Republican nomination. At a rally in Texas last night, Nikki Haley insisting she's the only Republican who can beat President Biden. But as of right now, Haley has no public events scheduled for today. Now, coverage on Super Tuesday is coming up next on Good Morning America.
State Senator Andy Billig says he will not run for re-election. Billig represented Spokane for 14 years in the legislature, 2 in Washington State House, and the last 12 in the Senate. Now, during his time in the Senate, Billig pushed more money for education. He released a statement saying part of being a good leader is knowing when it's time to step aside and let others lead. He says he'll continue his career as CEO of Brett Sports.
Shortly after Billig's announcement, State Representative Marcus Riccelli announced he is running to replace Billig in the state Senate. Riccelli has served as a state representative for the last 11 years. He says he is confident he can carry a strong voice for our community in the Senate. Then former Spokane City Council President Ben Stuckert and Spokane Attorney Natasha Hill both announced that they are running for Riccelli's seat in the House. You can read more about their announcements on KXLY.com.
Medical Lake Mayor Terry Cooper is joining the long list of people hoping to replace Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rogers on Capitol Hill next year. She'll run as a Republican for Washington's 5th legislative district. She'll go up against Michael Baumgartner, Jonathan Bingle, Jacqueline Maycumber, and several other candidates.
Spokane City Council adopted the family-friendly festivals ordinance last night. It allows for all ages beer gardens on city street events. City Council members Zach Sapone and Paul Dillon took the lead passing this bill. They say it allows families to stay together at street festivals, making events like these more family-friendly.
Hoop Fest registration is officially open. The largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament in the world will take over downtown Spokane June 29th and 30th, with 45 city blocks shut down for the weekend. To register your team or to volunteer, you can find this story on our website, KXLY.com. We are waking up to some fog and some ice out there. We'll have a final check of weather coming up next.
4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account. I get paid every time I buy something. It's like a bonus for me.
This or that, this or that. You can do this when you Angie that. You can do this when you Angie that. You can do this because everywhere it's at.
Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Get started today at Angie.com.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
At first, I used Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir-fries, sauces, even marinades. And with all the varieties, organic, reduced sodium, and now the culinary collection, it's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
We are taking a live look over downtown Spokane, and you can see that thick fog that we are dealing with this morning. Spokane in particular is going to be seeing it, but there's patches all throughout our region this morning. Here's our planning forecast, starting off the week with clear, sunny skies, lots of sun, dry conditions until about Saturday and Sunday. That's when things take a turn, and we could be seeing a bit of a rain-snow mix. Temperatures in the upper 40s there, and all week long we have cold overnight lows.
Hey, thanks so much for starting your Tuesday with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we have sure appreciated that. We hope you can stick around throughout Good Morning America. We'll bring you live local updates. GMA starts right now.